Convicted double murderer Alex Murdaugh filed his long-awaited appeal following his conviction for the murder of his wife Maggie and son Paul, and it takes aim at the foundations of the case against him. My name is Ted Clifford. I'm a reporter with the state newspaper in Columbia, South Carolina. The downfall of Alex Murdaugh, the fourth-generation heir to a powerful legal and political family, was a national story, with millions following along with his trial in early 2023. But just because Murdaugh was convicted doesn't mean that the legal battle is over. On December 10th, 2024, Murdaugh's attorneys filed a 132-page appeal directly with the South Carolina Supreme Court. The first main argument of the appeal is that Colleton County Clerk of Court Becky Hill tampered with the jury. And bombshell revelations about Hill's alleged jury tampering were first revealed in September 2023 after Hill released a behind-the-scenes tell-all book about the trial, which prompted some jurors to come forward, saying that Hill made comments like telling them to watch Murdaugh's body language when he testified. And at an extraordinary hearing in January 2024, a juror testified that Hill's comments and other jurors influenced her verdict. But a South Carolina judge ruled that while Hill had made inappropriate comments, she did not believe that it was enough to merit a new trial. In their appeal, Murdaugh's attorneys renewed this argument, saying that the judge used the wrong legal standard to determine that Hill's actions had not inappropriately influenced the jury at Murdaugh's trial. The second key argument is that Judge Clifton Newman, who oversaw Murdaugh's case, incorrectly allowed testimony about Murdaugh's unproven financial crimes. Over 6 days, 10 witnesses gave damning testimony about how Murdaugh stole millions of dollars and was on the verge of being discovered at the time of the killings. And while Murdaugh has since pleaded guilty to those thefts from both his legal clients and his family's law firm, at the time of the trial, he was still pleading not guilty. And Judge Newman admitted this testimony after Murdaugh's defense attorneys asked friends of his murdered son Paul whether they could think of any motive that would have inspired Murdaugh to kill his son. And that brings us to the final major argument of the appeal, which is a broad attack against the forensic evidence presented in the case, which Murdaugh's attorneys say failed to link him to the murders. Among other points, they argue that prosecutors connected Murdaugh to the killings through flawed ballistic analysis, and that the testimony of a sheriff's deputy who performed unproven experiments on Maggie's cell phone, tossing it repeatedly to see if the screen turned on in order to match the timeline of Murdaugh's movements with data from Maggie's cell phone. The South Carolina Attorney General's office now has 30 days to file a reply. For more reporting on the Murdaugh saga, follow along with our coverage at thestate.com.